Whee! Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. This finna be good. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC and nothing. And welcome to my live. This is fisting to be good. This is gonna be good. And I want to hear the Trump supporters. I want them to explain this filing. This filing. When I say Jack Smith has gone through this filing with a fine-tooth comb, he has done his work. Oh, this is not gonna get, this one ain't gonna get away. Private criminal effort, which means this was not operated in an official capacity in the White House. King Corleone, I'm glad you here, my brother. Pull up a chair, my dog. This is fisting to be good. This finna be good. Once again, shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC and nothing, and welcome to my channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I create content on this channel, and also donate to the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Today, about a few hours ago, Jack Smith and Judge Chutkan has unsealed the documents in the January 6th case against Donald Trump. So just so y'all don't think I'm bullshitting or making stuff up, I'm reading off the official court filing. So you don't want to say, well, he making this from fake news. No, this is from the docket that was open today against one Donald John Trump versus the United States of America for his efforts to overthrow the government illegally. Whoo, boy, this is gonna be a good one. See, the difference between me and Trump supporters is the fact that I use facts in official filings, and they use emotional goofballness and their lies from their Lord and Savior Donald Trump. That's the difference between me and them. Tissues for MAGA. Oh, this is gonna be a good one, dog. This one's going to be a good one. I'm gonna start by reading the first little paragraph off of this court filing. Court docket number is 23-CR-257-TSC. The United States versus Donald fucking Trump. The defendant asserts that he is immune from prosecution for his criminal scheme to overturn the 2020 presidential election because he claims it entailed official conduct. Not so. Although the defendant was the incumbent president during the charged conspiracies, his scheme was fundamentally a private one. Working with a team of private co-conspirators, the defendant acted as a candidate when he pursued multiple criminal means to disrupt, through fraud and deceit, the government function by which votes are collected and counted, a function in which the defendant, as president, had no official role. In the Trump versus United States 144 SCT.2312 2024, the Supreme Court held that presidents are immune from prosecutions for certain official conduct, including the defendant's use of the Justice Department in furtherance of his scheme, as alleged in the original indictment, and remanded to this court to determine whether the remaining allegations against the defendant are immunized. The answer to that question is no. This motion provides a comprehensive account of the defendant's private criminal conduct and sets forth the legal framework created by Trump by resolving immunity claims, applies that framework to establish that none of the defendant's charged conduct is immunized because it was an unofficial or any presumptive immunity is rebutted, and requests the relief the government seeks, which is at the bottom of this, that the court determined that the defendant must stand trial for his private crimes as would any other citizen. Oh, gee, Mr. Monk, what's up, Big Brody? This motion provides the framework for conducting a necessarily fact-bound immunity analysis required by the Supreme Court's remand order, Trump 144 SCT at 2340. It proceeds in 4 parts. And I'm just going to read all the 4 parts. Section 1 provides a detailed statement of the case that the government intends to prove at trial. This includes the conduct alleged in the superseding indictment, as well as other categories of evidence that the government intends to present in its case in chief. This detailed statement reflects the Supreme Court's ruling that presidential immunity contains an evidentiary component, ID, which should be addressed at the outset of the proceeding. Section 2 sets forth the legal principles governing the claims of presidential immunity. It explains that for each category of conduct that the Supreme Court has not yet addressed, the court should first determine whether it was official or unofficial by analyzing the relevant content, form, and context to determine whether the defendant was acting in his official capacity or instead in his capacity as candidate for re-election. Blasingame versus Trump, 87F.4th 117 DC Circuit Court 2023. Wayne Hawkins, that is a fact. That's a fact. Shall I continue? Where the defendant was acting as office seeker and not office holder, no immunity attaches. I'm going to read that again. Where the defendant was acting as an office seeker, not an office holder. So that means, in layman's terms, that means that the president, he was not acting in his duty his official duties as president. He was acting in his own personal capacity as a candidate seeking office. Sheesh. Jack Smith, whoo, my God. Jack Smith, boy. For any conduct deemed official, the court should next determine whether the presumption of immunity is rebutted, which requires the government to show the applying criminal prohibition to that act would pose no dangers to the intrusion of the authority and functions of the executive branch. Trump 144 SCT at 2331-32, quoting Nixon versus Fitzgerald 457 U.S. 731-754-1982. Section 3 then applies those legal principles to the defendant's conduct and establishes that nothing that the government intends to present to the jury is protected by presidential immunity, although the defendant's discussions with the vice president about their official responsibilities qualify as official. See Trump 144 SCT at 2336. The government rebuts the presumption of immunity, and all that the defendant's remaining conduct was unofficial, as content, form, and context show. The defendant was acting in his capacity as candidate for re-election, not in his capacity as president. In the alternative, if any of this conduct was deemed official, the government would rebut the presumption of immunity. Finally, the Section 4 explains the relief sought by the government specifies the findings that the court should make in single order, namely that the defendant's conduct set forth in Section 1 is not he can't qualify for immunity, and as a result, the defendant must stand trial on the superseding indictment, and the government is not prohibited at the trial from using evidence of the conduct described in Section 1. Maggots, yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Montrese, what's happening with it? Oh, boy. We're reading the official document. This ain't no hearsay. This ain't from Fox News. This ain't from CNN. This is directly filed by Jack Smith to Judge Chutkan for them to read over, for them to send back to the Supreme Court, because they told Judge Chutkan to make sure that they can separate what's official acts and the unofficial acts. Jack Smith, as he did in his forethought, showed that the sitting president, Donald Trump, was not acting in his official capacity. He was acting as a candidate. That means he is not immune from shit. He was acting in his capacity as candidate. Key Butler, shut the fuck up. Y'all want to try to make excuses for this raggedy, sorry son of a bitch? Fuck Trump. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you why I absolutely don't like this sorry, stanky son of a bitch. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a pause. Did y'all know that Donald Trump right now has 3 GoFundMes for after Hurricane Helene, right? Set up by his senior campaign finance manager, right? Y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Don't worry. I like proving shit. Looked on the feeling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, ta, 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 ta. Yeah, ta, ta, ta. Yeah, ta, 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 ta. Yeah, ta, 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 ta. Yeah, ta, 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 ta. Yeah, ta, ta, ta. Yeah, don't worry. Trill Will got facts. Okay. Support Hurricane Helene victims, Trump authorized. Raised $4,159,000 and $4,159,037 so far, and has 27,000 donations. Your kind is why the plantation still exists. JT, your kind is why stupidity still exists. You fucking idiot. Anyways, right here, people love trying to bring people down. No, I bring down people who like to use the fucking vulnerable. You fucking idiot. Fuck Donald Trump. Here we go. President Donald J. Trump has launched a GoFundMe campaign as an official response for MAGA supporters to offer their financial assistance to fellow Americans impacted by Hurricane Helene. With so many across the southern U.S. Facing challenges after the storm, President Trump is on the ground in communities to see the aftermath firsthand. All donations will be directed to those most affected by Hurricane Helene. What charity do y'all see that it's connected to? What charity do y'all see? What charities do you Trump supporting goofballs see right here? What charities are these going to? $4 million. Where's that $4 million go? And look. I'm going to make this more personal for me. I am a victim of Hurricane Helene. I live in the South region where Hurricane Helene has knocked down trees, knocked trees into houses and shit like that. Donald Trump ain't sent a dime here. He ain't going to send a dime here. He's not going to send a dime to nobody. That money is going to Donald Trump. Believe that. Of course you're a victim. What has Kamala Harris sent? She sent FEMA. Goofball. Okay, back to ripping Trump apart again with this filing from Jack Smith. I love seeing you fucks in pain. I do. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. I thrive on it. And I'm going to show you what an even bigger piece of shit Donald Trump is. Shall we have a listen? Shall we?
Never gave Donald Trump a chance. And I said no. But you have to understand why. The reason why I didn't give
Listen up, Trump supporters.
Is because I own a company that works with a lot of contractors. Do estimates and whatnot for contractors. A lot of other support for other folks in the industry, but that's enough said. Anyway, what happened was a buddy of mine that was a contractor up in New Jersey called me up one day and said, hey man, I got this opportunity to do this business with Trump. And it's huge. And I think I'm going to do it. And I said, well, I get that you're going to do it, but it might be in your best interest to think that through because, you know, the honest truth is that dog bites. And he said, yeah, I understand, but I mean, I'm gonna write a tight contract, blah, 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 you know? So he takes the gig. And he tells me later he's having a little bit of problems getting paid. Fast forward 3.5 years. He still hasn't been paid his $3.5 million. He's been worn down pretty awfully. And Trump's attorneys said that they would pay him $1.2 million. And that was it. He took the $1.2 million. The day that showed up as certified funds, he took the title to every truck he owned.
Look at these stupid ass Trump supporters. Listen.
He took a bill of sale for a bunch of other equipment, generators, arc welders, all kinds of stuff. Ladders, you name it. Chip crane. He went to another place and he sold all of that and walked out with certified funds. He went to the bank. He deposited those funds into the bank. Then he gave a list of amounts and
FBA for Trump. Federal black agents for Trump. Yeah, you fucking coon.
They cut certified funds to all those individuals. He took those checks. He went down to the post office. He individually sent every one of them out by express mail.
No diamond. They hauled in behind they coat little boy. Lock and step.
He blew his brains out because Donald Trump decided to take advantage of the little guy.
Again.
And he couldn't handle the failure. Fast forward a couple of years later, a friend of mine who is a professional photographer picked up a job for $120,000.
Look at these worthless pieces of shit. Y'all are perfect Trump supporters. You fucking worthless pieces of shit.
3 months after it was done, he couldn't get paid. He ended up having to file a lawsuit, and only after the lawsuit was he paid. He still had to spend about $12,000 in legal fees, so he pretty much had to take a pretty big haircut.
Mm-hmm.
And another friend I have down in Boca.
You're mean.
Had a father who was in the dry cleaning business.
No proof? Y'all really want to down that hill. Y'all really want, you Trump supporters want to down that hill. And y'all want to say this man's story is not real. When Donald Trump has been sued over 4,000 times. Okay, fine, cool. How many court cases has Trump been sued? How many? Watch, we finna Google together. How many court cases does Trump have? Let's see. Donald Trump and his businesses were involved in over 4,000 legal cases. Oh, God. Y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all just love being in a cult, don't you? Y'all love being in a cult. Oh, you want to see another court case? Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's one. This is official court docket. This is official. That ain't Wikipedia, dumbass. Google the document then, bitch. Google it. That's an official court filing. Dumbass. FOIA. You can look it up too, but y'all won't. Jesus Christ, y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all are the dumbest bastards on this planet. I swear I hate Trump supporters. I do. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Y'all are the pun scum of America. Unfortunately, we got to share the oxygen with you dumbasses. Unfortunately. Hold on, y'all want me to pull another court case? Da, da, da. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ti ti. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Oh, this is fake news. Fake news. This is fake. Trill Will is fake. It's fake, bro. It's fake, man. It's fake. Damn, I can Google so many freaking cases of Donald Trump. This case, Donald Trump raped a 13-year-old in 1994 with Jeffrey Epstein, his bestie. Bet y'all gonna say that's a lie, huh? Tell him to unseal the documents then. Tell him to unseal the documents. I'm trying to find the whole docket. Hold on. Katie Johnson court filing. Don't worry. I'm gonna find the official document. Fuck that. I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased with some article on some news site. I want to see the official court document. Right there. Who is that? Donald John Trump in a court filing with a 13-year-old. Well, y'all got what y'all gotta say now? What y'all gotta say now? Okay. Legal court filing. So y'all gonna argue some more? Or y'all gonna continue to stay in the... Y'all's just stupid. Y'all just want to stay in the court, huh? See? Do you want to read? This has been unsealed. Guess who unsealed it? Ron DeSantis unsealed it. Anyone can be charged. That don't mean they're guilty. How many court cases you got saying you raped a 13-year-old girl? How many? How many? How many? How many? I'll read section 9. Plaintiff was enticed by promises of money and a modeling career and attend a series of parties with other situated minor females held at a New York City residence that was being used by defendant Jeffrey Epstein. At least 4 of the parties were attended by defendant Trump. Exhibits A and B on information and belief by this time in 1994, defendant Trump had known defendant Epstein for 7 years. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. Trump booms from a speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life and knew the plaintiff was then just 13 years old. Exhibits A and B. Y'all want to keep doing this? Do y'all still want to keep doing this? Because y'all don't care. Jane Doe was 13 years old. She was a minor, so they couldn't use her name in the official docket, dumbass. Y'all still trying to, man, y'all trying to defend Trump raping a 13-year-old girl. Y'all are beyond deplorable. Y'all are some of the worst buckets of dog shit I've ever seen in my entire life. We all love Trump stuff, dude. You like pedos and fucking criminals, huh? There's one court case. There's another one. I am going to do one I'm going to do one better. I am personally going to take my time and find as many court filings of Donald Trump shafting fucking contractors as I possibly can. This man was notorious for shafting fucking people who work for his stupid ass. Notorious. Look at these fucking dumbasses. Look at them. Look at them trying to make excuses for Trump raping a 13-year-old girl. Y'all are some fucking... What if it was your daughter? Y'all don't care, huh? What if it was your little girl? Y'all don't have no kind of compassion, no heart, no morals, no nothing. But that didn't happen. It's a court filing that Trump settled out of court for $75,000. Oh, don't believe me? Okay, cool. All right, bet. Bet. Don't believe me. Look at the court filing. This court has original subject matter jurisdiction with respect to this action pursuant to 28 USC 1332, as there exists complete diversity of citizenship between plaintiff and defendants, and the money in controversy exceeds $75,000, exclusive of interest and cost. So Trump paid money. He paid money, and y'all are in here co-signing this. America is cooked. We cooked. We are cooked. Look at this fucking dimwit right here. Look at this fucking crayon right here. Look at him. Y'all mad. Look at you mad. You mad? You mad? Good. I'll give you something else to be mad about. Do something for the FBI shows up at the door. For me, what? Reading fucking true documents on a free website in a country where we have First Amendment rights, you fucking dim shit? I don't want to change your dumbass mind. You're in a cult. There's only one way out of a cult. Oh, look, a black Democrat. Look, a beaner fucking Republican. Oh, we can play that game. Y'all have no kind of... Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about facts. Y'all don't give a damn about facts. Yes. King Corleone, why you block him? He's good. He was good. He said something cool. Jake Johnson was good. I'm going to unblock you. He was good. You good. Man, I ain't yelling at y'all. I ain't yelling at y'all no more. I know y'all are stupid. Y'all are done. Y'all the one donate to Trump's GoFundMe's for Hurricane Helene, which ain't going to no fucking charity organizations that's down here on the ground like the Red Cross. That's actually out here doing work. Or Zebra Rapid Response, who's right here where I live at. Let me continue on this complete butchering of Donald Trump and his goofball case that he's trying to run from, i.e. him trying to steal an election. All right, let's get to the juicy part, shall we? When the defendant lost the 2020 presidential election, he resorted to crimes to try to stay in office with private co-conspirators like Rudy Giuliani. Who else? Who else in jail right now? Alan Weisselberg. All those people. Yeah. Okay. The defendant lost a series of increasingly desperate plans to overturn the legitimate election results in 7 states that he had lost in: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. The targeted states. His efforts included lying to state officials in order to induce them to ignore the true vote counts, manufacturing fraudulent electoral votes in the targeted states, attempting to enlist Vice President Michael R. Pence in his role as president of the Senate to obstruct Congress's certification by of the election by using the defendant's fraudulent electoral votes, which some of them have already been thrown in jail. When all else have failed, on January 6, 2021, he directed an angry crowd of supporters to the United States Capitol to obstruct the congressional certification. The timeline, the through line of these efforts were deceit. The defendants and co-conspirators knowingly false claims of election fraud. They used lies in furtherance of three conspiracies: a conspiracy to interfere with the federal government function by which the nation collects and counts election results, which is set forth in the Constitution and the Electoral Count Act, ECA. Number two, the conspiracy to obstruct the official proceeding in Congress in which Congress certifies the legitimate results of a presidential election. And number three, a conspiracy against the rights of millions of Americans who vote and have their votes counted. At its core, the defendant's scheme was a private criminal effort. In his capacity as candidate, the defendant used deceit to target every stage of the electoral process, which through the Constitution, ECA, and state laws includes the state's notification of the federal government of the selection of their representative electors based on the popular vote in the state. The meaning of those electors to cast their votes consistent with the popular vote and the Congress counting of the electors' votes at the certification proceeding. As set forth in detail below, the defendant worked with co-conspirators, including private attorneys, which they got them blocked out. Let's see. Look at this motherfucker here. I'm gonna respond to this. Here's how I'm gonna respond to you, bitch. Get your bitch ass out of here, clown. How about that? This man think Kamala is black. You think I give a fuck? You think I care? I don't give a fuck. You care. Her policies are better than Trump's. She's smarter than Trump. She's not a senile, cheating, scamming, watch my mouth. Shoo. So the co-conspirators, including private attorneys, Rudy Giuliani being one of them, and political cooperatives, blah, 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 blah. They got them redacted. The defendant also relied heavily on private agents, such as his campaign employees and volunteers like campaign manager, deputy campaign manager, the senior campaign advisor, and campaign operative. And this section sets forth detailed facts supporting the charges against the defendant. Before addressing the next section, why none of this conduct is subject to immunity under the Supreme Court's decision in Trump. The conduct set forth below includes, I ain't gonna read all that. Let me go. I'm trying to find the juicy sections. Oh. In an interview on July 19th, 2020, when asked repeatedly if he accepts the results of the election, the defendant Trump said he would have to see, and it depends. July 30th, despite being voted by mail himself earlier that year, the defendant suggested that widespread voting fraud. Does this sound familiar? Does this all sound familiar? Kind of sounds like what this bastard's doing right now. In his acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention, the Klan rally, on August 24th, the defendant said that the only way that they can take this election away from us if it's a rigged election. Whoo! Man, this man, Jack Smith, got his ducks in a row. Oh, we got action. We got action. Hey, Will, guess what? There is no case for Kamala Harris because she ain't a fucking felon. How about that? You won't find a case on her because she's not a fucking criminal like Trump. We got motion. Woo! Let's read together, shall we? Can we read for shit show? For example, on November 4th, Blink, a campaign employee, an agent and co-conspirator of the defendant, tried to sow confusion when the ongoing vote count at the TCF Center in Detroit, Michigan looked unfavorable for the defendant, Donald Trump. That's the defendant. There, when a colleague at the TCF Center told Blank, we think a batch of votes heavily in Biden's favor is right. Blank responded, find a reason it isn't. Give me options to file litigation, even if it's bullshit. That's what it says, even if it's BS. That's why they wrote it. When the colleague suggested that there was about to be unrest, resentment in the Brooks Brothers riot, a violent effort to stop the vote count in Florida after the 2000 presidential election, Blank responded, make them riot. Do it. Sheesh. Make them riot. And y'all in here defending Trump. Trump is doing the same exact thing right now. Right. Oh, this is good. Clifton, y'all buckle up, man. You see the Trump supporters, they leaving now. Because these facts are fucking them up. These facts are fucking them up. They are fucking them. They are fucking them up. Ugh. Ooh, we got more action. Section B said the defendant knew that his claims of outcome determinative fraud were false. They were a lie. He knew it. Following election day, throughout the charged conspiracies, the defendant and his co-conspirators and their agents spread lies that there had been an outcome determinative fraud in the election that they had actually won. These lies included dozens of specific claims that there had been substantial fraud in certain states, such as the large numbers of dead non-residents and non-citizens, otherwise illegal voters, had cast ballots, or that the voting machines had changed votes for the defendant to vote for Biden. Sounds like the lawsuit against Fox News that they lost $787 million in, huh? Sounds like that lawsuit Fox News lost $787 million. And Newsmax, I don't know how much they lost yet, but they lost their case too. Whoopsie. Oops. Whoopsies. Damn. I'm trying to see. The evidence demonstrates that the defendant knew that his fraud claims were false because he continued to make those claims even after his close advisors, acting not in an official capacity, but in a private or campaign-related capacity, told him that they were not true. These advisors included Blank, the White House staffer, the campaign conduit, and Pence, the defendant's running mate. The vice president told him he didn't win. Don't take my word for it. Who's that? Including Pence, the defendant's running mate. Oops. Oops. You know what's really sad? You Trump supporters. Look, Will Shawley says, sounds like you're pretty fanatical about these so-called facts. So-called facts? Dude, this is a official fucking court filing. How much more factual do you have to be? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Y'all are fucking stupid. Because the same shit Donald Trump told y'all in 2020 that led to Ashley Babbitt getting a cap bust in her real weak ass, it's the same lie he's selling y'all today. Immigrants are taking your votes. Immigrants are taking your votes. They're taking your votes. The brown people are illegally voting. Y'all fuckers are really in a cult. This is a court proceeding. Boy, there is no hope for y'all. Y'all are. What is y'all gonna do when Trump loses in November? What y'all gonna do? Yeah, tell him, Sheldon, you can block people. Don't time them out. Block them. Block the shit out of them. Get them up out of here. Oh, shit. Hey, y'all know what Trump said when Pence found out there was threats upon his life by this MAGA crowd yelling, "Hang Mike Pence"? You know what Trump said? So what? What's up with it, woke? This man said, so what? To his vice president having threats on his life because this fucker wanted to stay in power. This man said, so what? Yep, baby J. He said he deserves it. Wow. He had told Pence, the defendant asked Pence to study up claims of voter fraud and states that they had won together in 2016 to determine whether they could bring legal challenges as candidates in those states. Pence described the conversation as follows. What I think it was broadly, it was just look at all of it. Let me know what you think. But he told me that the campaign was going to fight and was going to go to court and make challenges, which they made 66 of them and failed. And then he just said, we're going to fight this and take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Pence tried to give this man tried to be his hype man. Pence told this man, you revitalized the dead party. You took a dying political party and gave it new life. On November 7th, the day after losing the election. On November 16th, 3 days after my birthday, at a private lunch, Pence tried to encourage the defendant to accept the results of the election and run again in 2024. To which the defendant responded, I don't know, 2024 is so far off. So Pence repeatedly told this fucker that he lost. That he knows he lost. But he lied to you, stupid motherfuckers. Wow. Pence literally told him on November 12th, November 11th, November 7th, November 16th, November 23rd, December 21st. Jesus Christ. Ooh, Pence inadvertently sealed this fucker's fate. He's guilty. There is no presidential immunity. He was a candidate. He wasn't president. See how much immigrants pay in the taxes. Okay. %17 of the GDP, $3.3 trillion. Taxes in 2022, immigrant households paid $579.1 billion in taxes, which is almost 1 in 6 tax dollars collected by the federal, state, and local governments. Y'all want to say immigrants don't pay what, again? So, Say what? Say, Say. Say, huh? Say what? Hold on. So y'all think, look at the site. Look at the site before y'all try. Oh, he just reading it on some line, right? Left-wing liberal site. It's a liberal site. And the title of this is what? The Joint Economic Committee is Congressman Don Bayer is the chairman. Immigrants are vital to the U.S. economy. They contribute 17%. 17% to the GDP of America. And this dumbass Donald Trump wants to mass deport all of them so he can sink the economy. What a fucking dumbass. Wilfred, I already had my opinion made already. I'm not voting for a piece of shit like Donald Trump. You can. Immigrants disproportionately work in essential sectors like manufacturing, transportation and utilities, professional and business services, leisure and hospitality like housekeeping, agriculture, forestry, hunting and fishing, construction, 28%. Donald Trump's dumbass and his racism wants to push all these people out this country and put a hole in the economy where we won't recover from. Hey, Wilfred, I ain't tell your dumbass to come here. You can get the fuck out. This ain't an airport. You ain't got to make an announcement either. You can get the fuck gone, goofball. Bye. Y'all are in a cult of dumbassery. Y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all can't help y'all. Y'all are divulged to any intelligence, any moral compass. How the fuck can y'all come in here and tell anybody they're on a plantation when you're in a fucking cult? Y'all locked up with Donald Trump, hook, line, and sucker. This man is a fraud. A whole fraud. Mike Pence told his stupid ass on multiple occasions, you lost. No, I'm going to go tell the people that I won. The 2020 election was rigged. And here's you stupid motherfuckers. Right here voting again. Y'all are right here voting for this dumbass again. Y'all didn't learn the first time? Go ask Ashley Babbitt's family how they doing. Go ask her kids how they doing. J.D. Vance tried to smooth talk his way around these lies he was telling at that debate last night. He ain't say shit. He want to blame everything on brown people. Just like his master and messiah, Donald Trump. Just like you motherfuckers. Y'all want to blame everything on immigrants. Everything. If somebody cough funny, it's an immigrant's fault. It's the immigrants. No, it's you motherfuckers. Y'all are the problem. I wish y'all would get the fuck out my country. If Donald Trump says America sucks, the economy is terrible, foreign policy is trash, infrastructure is trash, won't he get the fuck out of America then? Oh, I forgot he can't. Because he's a fucking felon. Jesus Christ, boy, y'all, whoo. They done left. Y'all see how fast they done left up out of here? They got up out of here quick, fast, in a hurry. Because these facts is kicking they ass. I told y'all this wasn't going to be a cute show. Told y'all. These damn facts is kicking they ass. They want to blame everything. Here's what I'm going to blame on immigrants. Contributing 17% of our GDP. Paying more than their fair share in taxes. They pay more than these corporations and millionaires and billionaires. Damn. These motherfuckers are locked up with Donald Trump. I played a video of a man talking about a friend of his. 2 friends of his. One of his friends blew his brains out because Donald Trump screwed him over. Donald Trump has over 4,000 lawsuits against him for stiffing people who work for him. Hell, Mark Cuban was just on TV telling you about how he stiffed a woman who sold his fucking bullshit ass condominiums. He owed her $4.1 million. He stiffed her till she sued him. You're not talking about illegal immigrants. Who do you think are in the mix with immigrants, dumbass? Who do you think's in the mix? You think every last one of these immigrants that's done by this fucking committee is just immigrants that are here legally? These are illegal immigrants with work visas, motherfucker. They ain't citizens. They hold green cards. Hell, just like y'all said, the immigrants in Springfield are illegal when they here legal as fuck with work visas. Y'all are fucking hypocrites. Y'all are hypocrites. Y'all pick and choose when you want to. Oh, it's illegal then. You're illegal now. You're eating your dogs. Where my cowboy hat at? Where my cowboy hat? Where is that? They're eating your dogs. They're eating your cats. They're eating the pets of people that live over there. Look at them, Geraldine. They over eating your dogs and your cats and shit. Those Haitians over there. King Corleone, they know absolutely shit about infrastructure, bro. They don't. They don't know absolutely shit about fucking infrastructure. I done tore my hat up. No, I didn't. I thought I did. Oh, that's the string for my damn thing on my hat. They're eating your dogs and they're eating your cats. They're eating the pets of everyone that lives there. Ain't that right, Geraldine? Yes, that's right. Look here, Claude. They're eating your dogs and your cats. Y'all believe that bullshit, didn't you? But when I'm showing you facts, I'm lying. When I'm showing you facts, I'm lying. I'm showing you facts. Y'all came in here talking about immigrants. You want to change move the goalposts yet again. Oh man, see, man, how much do immigrants contribute to society? How much do they contribute to America? So where the fuck do you think all that money goes that they make building houses and roads and shit? Cause I'm like I said, I'm in an area that's been affected by Hurricane Helene. I've seen a shit ton of Mexicans today. Out here, and immigrants out here today on the side, cutting down trees, operating backhoes, operating bulldozers, moving trees out the way that fell over power lines and shit. Yep, Renee, exactly. These folks in here are fucking hypocrites, dog. That's why they got their asses up out of here. When I started reading these when I played that video, they was in here calling me all kinds of liars. Oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Jebediah, vote for who the fuck you want to vote for. I hope you can live with yourself after you do it. I'm reading right now a case right now that's in a court in Washington, D.C. that's been unsealed today. And you dumbasses are on the internet right now telling me I'm lying. That's how far deep in a cult y'all are in. Y'all don't even know how to differentiate between reality and fiction. Y'all done made this fucking new little world that a perfect Donald Trump exists in. Where he ain't a fucking felon, when he ain't a pedophile, when he ain't a sexual assaulter, when he ain't shit. Y'all done made up this whole fucking world of fake Trump. We live in a real fucking world. Your decisions affect the lives of your fucking babies. And y'all don't even give a fuck that this man sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl named Katie Johnson. And the reason her name was Jane Doe on the case docket is because she was a fucking minor. Y'all don't even care. Y'all don't even give a fuck. I feel sorry for your kids. There's way more dumbasses on the Republican side, Will. Way more dumbasses. Way more dumbasses. And I can pull HR numbers to prove it. Who's the dumbasses that voted against the border bill? The $118 billion border deal? Will, since you want to talk. Tay, how you doing, Queen? Them balls never drop. Ask your mama if they did. Because they dropped very delicately on her forehead. You fucking clown. Those balls never drop. Yep. Shelton, you right. Low birth rates. Tissues for MAGA, this is what I do. These motherfuckers can't handle the truth. Now, if I was in here shitting on Kamala Harris, there'll be 500-600 people in here easy. Easy. Now, that I'm in here reading a case, I'm reading a case file about Donald Trump trying to steal an election after his vice president told him over and over and over again that you lost. Deal with it. You can run again in 2024. That wasn't good enough for him. You came in here and exalted me. I'm just reading what I see on the case docket. Word for word, bar for bar. Yeah, conspiracy nuts? Exactly. These goofballs do not care. Battlefield, salute to you, King. Oh, and salute to whoever else super chatted this channel. Thank you so much. Trey, I ain't worried about nothing. I just hope everybody does the right thing and get this motherfucker out of the political spectrum so we can clean this shit up. There's still going to be some residue maggots somewhere around here. You still going to have fucking these extreme fucking Republicans who want to be fucking Klansmen sitting in official seats getting paid by our tax dollars. You still going to have some of those like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Matt Gaetz or Jim Jordan or Comer or any of those other dumbasses who ain't doing shit right now, but wasting our money. Would you sit and have a beer with a Trump supporter? I have. We are not the same. See, I don't hate people because of their political ideas. I don't understand why you would be so stupid to vote for a con man. And he already showed you who he was. It went from 458 or 484 to 22 people here. That's all he's good for, Renee. He good for comedy. He just says stupid shit that we can all laugh at. But at the end of the day, it's dangerous. His words have power. His words can invoke violence from his dumbass fucking cult. They're locked in. They just donated $4 million to Helene victims, and it's not going to none of them people. It's going to his legal fund. How much you want to bet? I don't know. What you got there? Here, take this. Appreciate some more wings, though. Appreciate it. Joker. Do you understand what the role of the vice president is? You can't name Joker. You can't name one bill Mike Pence passed when he was vice president. Not one. You can't name one bill Mike Pence passed. I'm gonna calm down. You can't name one bill Mike Pence passed as sitting vice president of the United States of America. What about Al Gore? We can go down the list of vice presidents if you want to. What about Joe Biden when he was Obama's vice president? What legislation did he pass over Obama? Y'all sound stupid. Just like when JD Vance, the mascara misfit, was on that stage lying through his fucking teeth the whole night, not answering questions. Y'all do know why JD Vance is the vice president, the vice presidential candidate, right? Y'all do know why, right? Because he's bought and paid for by the Heritage Foundation. It's the only reason why he's there. Is he a good politician? Fuck no, he ain't. He lied about abortion last night. Motherfuckers pulling up whole pages of his fucking campaign when he ran for Senate, talking about banning abortions nationwide, federal abortions. This man smoothly said shit, not a damn thing of substance. The only one talking about any policies, anything of policy or policy related, was Tim Walz. Tim Walz give you the vibe of someone's granddaddy or uncle, like your older uncle that got sense, the one that over there telling you don't do some stupid shit and don't go to jail, don't get yourself locked up over no girl. He's one of those ones that's gonna talk shit and he gonna talk some sense into your stupid ass and keep you from doing some dumb shit. I could listen to Tim Walz talk. I can listen. He could talk me down from doing something stupid. He just got that ambiance about him. He got that ambiance about him where he can talk some sense into a dumbass. He can. He can talk some sense into some of you dumbass fuckers. Are you pro or anti-Trump? I'm very anti-Trump. Very. For good reason, too. I don't support somebody who has 34 felonies, one. I don't support people who shaft the little guy because he got more money than them and he can buy them out of court so that they run out of money and they can't sue him no more to get what they just do. He lies through his fucking teeth. He don't respect women. He don't respect you. He don't respect no one. He don't respect his own fucking kids. He don't respect his wife. If he respected his wife, then why in the fuck did he fuck a porn star? Of all people, he fucked a porn star. Lied about it, paid her to shut up, and then paid to cover the story up so he don't look bad in front of y'all dumbasses. And then he gets found guilty on it by a jury of his peers, not Democrats. No, not the Democrats. Oh, not Democrats, a jury of his own peers found him guilty on 34 charges of fraud. The same charges that stuck Alan Weisselberg in jail right now. You know his CFO, his chief financial officer, for those who are too stupid to know what a CFO is. Joseph K. Where's Melania? Oh, she out there grifting with him. Oh, she ain't innocent. Melania is far from fucking innocent. That dirty bitch is just as dirty as Trump. That dirty whore is just as bad as Trump. That home-wrecking whore is just as bad as Donald Trump. While they try to paint this lady as some kind of saint or some type of classified dignitary is beyond me. When you peel back the layers, Donald Trump fucked over his second wife for her. He turned around and fucked a porn star on her. So how she met him is how he left her. Y'all can't even call Trump out on this bullshit when his own vice president called him out? His wife just gave birth to Barron. And he raw dogging a porn star. Y'all are sitting here trying to rationalize an irrational person. Y'all are literally trying to make somebody who's got all this bullshit with them sound like a sane person, sound like a decent human being. This man literally right now went to Georgia, lied on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Said they haven't talked to no one down here. They haven't talked to no one in North Carolina or Georgia. See, Kemp can't even get the president on the phone. It's a shame. That's the same man that denied funding to Roy Cooper in 2017 after Hurricane Matthew. Denied funding after a natural disaster. And you're the sitting president of the United States of America. And you call yourself a fucking patriot. And you're for the fucking people now. And y'all want to come in here and tell me I'm brainwashed. And you want to come in here and tell me I'm the one that's lost and I'm on some plantation. As if that ain't racist enough. Because y'all been listening to that coon Candace Owens. Get out the Democrat plantation while she buck dancing on the Republican one. She done sold her soul a long time ago. On the blaze. Sold her soul for some silver. For a commemorative Donald Trump coin that ain't worth a fuck. Farrell, if that ain't the most factual statement I ever seen in my life, man. Trump would rather climb a tree and tell a lie than stand on the ground and tell the truth. You could put a gun to Trump's head and tell him to tell the truth, and he'd still lie through his teeth. The man would still lie through his teeth. Jack Smith literally went through and took a case where the Supreme Court tried to step in and save Trump's ass. Donald Trump knows one thing. He knows if he can go out in public and tell y'all lies. I ain't talking to none of y'all with common sense. I'm talking to the Trump supporters. He can go out here and tell y'all lies. He can lie to y'all. He can lie his face off to y'all. And dumbasses like Jebediah will believe it. He'll fight tooth and nail to believe a steady stream of misinformation and lies coming from Donald Trump. And they don't care. They don't care about the sanctity of democracy here in this country. When have you ever seen a politician like Trump? Name one. The closest you're going to come to that is Nixon. And he stepped down. There's only been 4 presidents in history that have been impeached. Donald Trump been impeached twice. I don't give a fuck about Kamala's laugh. What? Let me ask you a question. For real. I ain't gonna yell at y'all no more. I'm done yelling. I'm gonna ask y'all some real ass questions. I'm gonna ask y'all a real ass question. So, you mean to tell me which one is more detrimental? Kamala Harris's laugh or Donald Trump sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl? Both are facts. What's more detrimental? Kamala Harris's laugh or Donald Trump sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl? Jake, salute to you, man. Joseph, there's a reason why he wanted to destroy the Department of Education. There's a reason. There's a reason. Bro, I know I get excited on these damn live streams and I get to yelling and cussing these Trump supporters out. But at the end of the day, these people are fellow Americans. But these people are so lost. They don't even care about the well-being of this country. They don't even care about the sanctity of democracy, what people have died for, what people put uniforms on like I did. While people rose their right hand and swore to the Constitution to defend from all enemies, foreign and domestic, like I did, some 20 some odd years ago, standing in Paris Island, 1st Battalion Delta Company. I was proud to be an American. I was proud to do something. Here now, look at America today. We're on the internet fussing, and people are trying to justify a dirtbag con man who's always been a con man. Nobody only knew about it until he ran for president. Nobody knew the extent of the bullshit Trump was doing to regular working, hard working, everyday Americans just trying to get by. Y'all don't know how many lives this piece of shit destroyed. What is lies? Donald Trump has always been in debt. This man even acknowledged it. He called himself the king of debt. He ran up $8 trillion worth of debt when he was president for 4 years. He showed y'all who he was. But here y'all are still voting for this piece of shit. And for the life of me, I mean for the everything in me, dog. Against my own intelligence. I know better. But I'm still in my head trying to figure out how could you care so much about a piece of shit like Donald Trump, but if it was anybody else, plus to make matters worse, if it was somebody who looked like me. Matter of fact, I'll give you an example. Are people flocking to Mark Robinson like they flocking to Donald Trump? Mark Robinson said some stupid ass coonery shit all over Nude Africa. But he hadn't done a quarter of the shit Donald Trump has. He ain't never tried to overthrow an election. He ain't never get nobody killed because of his words. Is MAGA flooding to him? No. They left his big fat black ass right there in North Carolina to lose in November. Because he's going to lose and lose badly. It's almost like y'all got a button in y'all head. Donald Trump can tell y'all lies in y'all face. Lie, 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 lie. Project 2025 comes out. Y'all lie, 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 lie. Come out, lie some more. Y'all defend that. Jack Smith drops a whole freaking 165-page, pretty much a whole itinerary of the lies that Donald Trump told the American people to steal an election. This man got Ashley Babbitt killed. This woman ain't here no more because of Donald Trump's lies. Mike Pence told him, you lost. You lost. Just run again in 2024. No, that wasn't good enough. He was so thirsty to hold on to power because he knew them charges was coming. He knew Letitia James was coming. He knew Fonnie Willis was coming. He knew Jack Smith was coming. He dodged a bullet with Robert Mueller. He dodged a bullet with Robert Mueller. And still got impeached for it. Ain't now one of you guys who are Trump supporters would hire anybody like Donald Trump. You wouldn't put him in charge of your fucking company. You wouldn't put your livelihood in this man's hands. None of you would. Benjamin, ooh-wee, that's heavy. That is heavy. That is heavy. If you have only one news source, you will become sheep. Ben Stubblefield, 1970. That's him. Salute to you, man. He said, that's me. We had the Iron Curtain drilled into us. People have completely forgotten the Iron Curtain misinformation. Misinformation. This is what Donald Trump thrives on. As long as he can misinform the people who don't even pay attention, all they watch is Newsmax and Fox News all day. And Fox News got sued for lying for Donald Trump. Have y'all noticed a trend? Everybody who gets close to Donald Trump winds up in jail or sued. They don't never leave the same way they came in. Never, not one person that was associated with the Trump campaign the first time he ran in 2016 is in that campaign right now. Not one. Most of those people who served in his inner cabinet are in jail. Y'all keep trying to both sides this shit. It ain't no both sides to it. Of course, both sides lie sometimes. I get it. I get it. But one side lies all the time. I can take a sprinkle of lies from time to time. I can. I could do that. Because you're a human. You're subject to lying from time to time. But to habitually sit in y'all face and lie all the time when there's documents easily accessible by the American people. If you would take 5 seconds to read it. Trump done bankrupted companies before he became president. Bankrupted companies, architects, carpenters, masonry workers. Pharaoh, they don't understand that. One party is trying to take all your rights away. One party banned abortions. One party banned affirmative action. One party gutted the Voters' Right Act. One party is taking away CRT and learning about real American history. One party is banning books, and it ain't the Democrats. Y'all can both sides this shit all y'all want to, but these are facts. One side has Project 2025 hanging over their heads, and it ain't the Democrats. One side has been killing bills left and right using the filibuster, and it ain't the Dems. One side is trying to erase history, right, Jax? One side is trying to erase history. One side is trying to make everybody in this country a Christian, whether you believe in it or not. They're trying to mix church and state, just like slave owners did. And they don't even follow the Bible them damn selves. Every one of those ones trying to shove the Bible down our throats are adulterers, are liars, are hypocrites, bearing false witness, praising a false God in Trump. And Jabin, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. Trump wants to rip away everything we know about democracy and replace it with Trump loyalists, just like Vladimir Putin did in Russia. Oh, and I bet y'all didn't know this. When y'all remember me telling y'all last night, if you were here, about Donald Trump negotiating with OPEC? Guess what country within OPEC that Donald Trump negotiated with? It was 2 of them. One was Iran, and guess the other? Russia. Vladimir Putin. The more you know, huh? But Comrade Kamala. Mighty funny that Donald Trump always calls Kamala Harris Comrade Kamala as if she's working with the Russians, or call her the border czar when we don't have one here. It's always funny that you always sniff Russians around Donald Trump. Even before he became president, Donald Trump was leasing his fucking apartments and condos to Russian oligarchs. Don't take my word for it. Read it. Go find it. You can read it. It's easy to find. It didn't take me long to find it. Donald Trump was the only person in New York City that you can rent one of his fucking, or buy one of his condos without having to identify how you make your money, or even put your name on it so you don't have a paper trail. The perfect environment for money laundering. Hell, in 1992, Donald Trump was $900 million in debt. Almost $1 billion in debt. But y'all believe what y'all want to believe about him telling y'all that he's some successful businessman. So how are you successful when you ran 3 casinos into the ground? None of the business you ever touched, any business you ever started, has failed. Every one of them. And now I'm reading Jack Smith unsealed the documents that he filed with Judge Chuckin. And you have Trump supporters coming here telling me I'm brainwashed and I'm lying. I play a video from a victim of Donald Trump scamming someone. This man's friend blew his brains out because he lost money. Lots of money. John, salute to you, man. Yeah, alternative facts. Lies. Anything different from a fact is a lie. We know what his... Look, there is a reason why Donald Trump is out here telling everybody who listened to him, if I don't win, this election is rigged. There's a reason why Trump's attorneys are in court right now in swing states trying to get the rules changed. There's a reason Lindsey Graham took his goofy ass when he's a representative of South Carolina to Nebraska to tell them how to use their electoral votes. There's a reason behind all of that. This ain't just a coincidence that these people just so happen to be doing this shit right now in real time. They're already setting up the play. They're already setting up the play. They purged almost 500,000 votes in Oklahoma. Republicans have to cheat to win. They have to gerrymander maps so that black votes don't count. And you know another thing that they do? They'll convince black people that your vote ain't important. I got news for them. Every piece of substantial legislation that ever benefited black folks, every move that we ever made, every move that we ever made. Let me stop right there. I have a question for those who say the black vote don't matter anyway. What was the first thing that the newly freed slaves did after they were emancipated? What was one of the first things they did? Don't worry, I'll tell you. They learned the system. They learned how to use the power of that system so it benefits them. That's why you have a Fannie Lou Hamer from Mississippi who was getting dogs sicked on her, who had guns pulled on her. That's why you get Martin Luther King, who was arrested multiple times, who was a rebel. That's why you get we never would have got the Civil Rights Act of 1964 if we didn't vote. Do y'all know what those black people back then faced? It was nothing like what we have today. We got the privilege of voting from home, doing an absentee ballot. Not even having to worry about having some racist fucking Klan member outside with a gun pointed to your face and telling you, boy, if you vote, I'll blow your brains out. You having to get scared and go home. Dang, Benjamin. Sheesh. Benjamin up here dropping knowledge in this damn chat. Go ahead, Benjamin. Keep preaching. Effectively, and I got to stop doing this. I got to stop yelling at Trump supporters. I got to stop doing it. Because you know what? It's sad at the end of the day. It's sad. It's totally sad. Everything may seem perilous. And then I see Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And I see Jasmine Crockett. I see those three. They give me hope. That's why I'm voting. Otherwise, I'll be sitting at home. That's why I'm voting. I'm voting because they give me hope. That if enough people start seeing the system for what it really is, start recognizing that the ones at the end of the day that benefit from all this fussing and fighting and shit are the rich and powerful. Sitting back laughing at you dumbasses. Ha ha, we got them. We got them all in the palm of our hands. We could tell this side over here that side over there is letting illegal immigrants vote in their elections. They're going to believe it because we seem powerful to them. Lyndon B. Johnson said, if you can convince the lowest white person that he is better than the greatest black person, he would give you everything in his pocket. He said, hell, if you even give him somebody to look down on, they empty their pockets for you. Purple Groovy, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't understand the mind of a Trump supporter. I don't understand what benefit you get out of being a Trump supporter. Yeah, Ruth Matthew, I believe that. I believe that. I mean, despite all the yelling and shit, I mean, I'm just, matter of fact, it's time to just keep it real with y'all, for real. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. When I look, because I work, I'm not telling nobody where I work, but just know that the job I do, I'm outside with the electricians, with the ones who work for the power company, Duke Power and stuff like that. I'm out there side by side with them. I done seen homes destroyed. I've seen lives changed and turned upside down. I got a coworker this morning that came to work. He didn't have any work clothes because his whole house is torn up. I even told him, call me if you need me. If you need to come wash clothes, you can come to my house. You're more than welcome here. I'll make sure you're good to go. We've been out here working nonstop. All of us have. And I'm proud of my coworkers. Proud of them. Dead proud of them. Bunch of stand-up gentlemen. And Jabeen, you are absolutely right. Hey. Oh, we don't know what you was doing. Oh, I ain't know what you was saying over there.
I was laughing. I'm sorry.
Bruh, all I'm saying is the message I've been trying to get out for the longest of times is if people would stop listening to TV and get on your computer And you can look up the stuff that I'm looking up. I don't have to watch TV to know what the modern news is because people on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they're all going to post clips of it. So I don't have to go and watch a news organization. I don't. I just take bits and pieces of that information and go and research it on my own to make sure if there's some fact to it. And then I'll read it for myself. And once I interpret that information, I find out what it is, I come tell y'all. Benjamin says, when Trump was going, Benjamin, I'm giving you a wrench, dog. You just keep dropping. Man, dude, I got to give you a wrench, homie. I'm sorry. I got to give you a wrench, big dog. I got to give you a wrench. He said when Trump was going through bankruptcy in New York, he bought a golf course in Scotland for $69 million. I remember that. And Merrick Garland let the statute of limitations run out. That was a slam dunk. Facts. Jax, you too. Give you one too, man. Where's Purple Groovy at? Purple Groovy, I see you in here all the time too. But I don't know if that's the real you or not. Because you normally have the what's the name behind your name. Have y'all noticed that after you can pull up and look for like you can search what?
You can get Sparkins 3 days early.
What?
You can get Sparkins a day.
Really?
It says on like the.
I'll get it right now.
This one, it's like 100 something.
I'll get it right now.
All right. What's that? Dragon Ball Sparking.
Dragon Ball Sparking, which one of the games I'm gonna buy anyway.
You got to do the last one, the one that costs like 100 something.
Oh well. I mean, Drew Reynolds says, man, come on, Kamala ain't the answer. Why isn't she? Why isn't she the answer? I really want to know why she ain't the answer. Because people have demonized this woman long enough. He proved himself to what? To be a scam artist? He's a gifted con man. Just like Jack said, he's a gifted con man. He's good at scamming people. He's great at it. She's a vice president. She has no legislative powers. It's deemed by the Constitution. She don't have no powers. Drew, learn what the role of the vice president is. She's only president over the Senate. She only casts the deciding vote when there's a 50-50 split in the Senate. That's it. That's all. That's all the vice president can do. You can't name me a policy that Mike Pence passed while he was vice president. You can't name me a piece of legislation that was passed by Joe Biden when he was Barack Obama's vice president. You can't. Because there ain't any. Because vice presidents can't do shit. They don't have power to legislate anything. They don't control the executive branch. The president does. You know, checks and balances. The three co-equal branches of our government. Like in simple civics class. The vice president only cast the deciding vote and only rules over decorum. That's it. They don't have no power to do anything. Period. They can't fire members of the Senate. They can't do nothing. The vice president, all they can do is adhere to what the president's agenda is. That's why I'm saying give her a chance. Hell, Hillary Clinton told y'all in 2016 who Donald Trump was. Y'all didn't believe her. Y'all gonna believe this woman this time? What's your real reason you don't want to vote for her? Because I know what it is. It's the same thing that pushed Donald Trump into the presidency the first time. You just don't realize you have that hate in your heart. The only person anybody ever questioned as vice president, running for president, is Kamala Harris. Ain't that funny? It's not a coincidence. She's a colored woman. I'm not insulting you, Drew. I'm not. I'm genuinely asking, why can't she have a chance? Y'all gave Trump a chance, and he damn near ran this country into the ground. This man puts on this facade of this strong-armed, strong man, that he's this and he's that, and the world fears him, when they're just laughing in his face. All they know is, all I have to do is stroke his ego a little bit, give one of his kids some money, and I can get whatever I want out of the United States. I can slaughter my people if I want to. There's not a damn thing he's going to do about it. Ask Iran. When Iran dropped 12 bombs, ballistic bombs, on top of U.S. troops in Iran, what did Trump do about it? What did he do about it? It's been documented. He said they had headaches when they suffered traumatic brain injuries, TBIs. Ask me how I know about TBIs. A close friend of mine, a fellow devil dog, has one right now. I was there when he got injured. I have 2 comeback tours. In my illustrious 8-year Marine Corps career, I have 2. Trump didn't stop any wars at all. If anything, he encouraged them. It's like he's encouraging Benjamin Netanyahu to keep firing and keep fighting. Keep killing innocent kids. Keep killing old people. Keep killing civilians. He ain't killing Hamas. He's killing innocent people. It's genocide. No matter how you try to draw that shit up, it's still genocide. And Renee, those 13 were caused by Trump. Because Trump negotiated with the Taliban. Not the Afghan government. Not giving the Afghan government and the Afghan police the heads up of what was going on. He negotiated with terrorists. Tried to bring those same terrorists here to United States soil on the anniversary of 9/11 in 2020. And this is who these people want as commander-in-chief of my United States of America. This miserable, loathsome piece of shit, y'all want him as president. And my mind is blown. It's how you can get up here and tell me that Donald Trump is more patriotic than Kamala Harris, who ain't never tried to overthrow the government because they're a sore loser, who is devoid of any source of reality, who's old and senile, and who's a habitual con man and liar. This man is such a piece of shit that he buried his first wife, Ivanka, on his bullshit ass golf course so he don't have to pay taxes on it. He can deem it as a cemetery. He ain't spoke on Ivanka since. Did y'all see him put flowers on her grave for the anniversary of her death? I ain't think so. Black folks, have y'all heard Trump talk about that platinum plan he promised us at the end of his 4 years after he executed 13 people, most of them being black? I can't, as a black father, vote for a piece of shit like him. I can't. My moral compass won't allow me to do such a treachery to myself. Me as a veteran and all the shit that this piece of shit who's never served in no capacity in anybody's military. I'll be damned if he sit here and tell me my service ain't shit. I put on a uniform. I got shot at in the name of this country. I've done shit I'm not proud of in the name of this fucking country. And I'll be damned if a 5-time draft dodger can come and tell me that he's more patriotic than me. Black people are the most patriotic motherfuckers on this planet. There ain't a war that America put themselves in that black people didn't fight in, even though we were getting discriminated against. Even though during the World War I, the Harlem Hellfighters fought right beside the French and they stopped the invasion in France. And the French wanted to recognize them, and the United States government told them, don't give them no rewards because you're going to make them feel like they one of us. Now you tell me who's more patriotic despite being treated less than subhuman. You tell me. But these goofballs will get on here and tell me I'm a victim. Yeah, I'm a victim of your hate, your racism, your bigotry, your small-mindedness. I am a victim. My grandfather fought in World War I. My big brother fought in Desert Storm, Desert Shield. My baby brother also got 2 combat tours. You can't tell me shit about patriotism at all. I came from a very patriotic family. I got numerous cousins, uncles that served in the Army, Air Force, Navy. There's only a few in my family that can call themselves a United States Marine. And I'm one of them. There's only one more, but he got a BCD. There's a lot of things that I can't stand for, Drew. And this ain't an attack on you, man. It ain't. I'm done yelling. I really am. I'm done yelling. This ain't an attack on you. I'm just trying to understand why people would think and look at Donald Trump as a suitable option to be commander-in-chief again after he tried to steal an election. After his own vice president told him to his face numerous times that you lost, and he still didn't care. And the thanks that Mike Pence got for sucking up to Trump, to walk in lockstep with his agenda, was that when his life was threatened, Donald Trump said, so what? I don't give a fuck. Fuck his life. Just like it was fuck that lady that got shot in the damn White House. Ashley Babbitt. Fuck her life too. Essentially, that's what he said. Because I guarantee you this, y'all can't tell me shit he done for that woman's family. Hey, Drew, we need to get rid of Trumpism. That's a start. Yep, Renee, they're suing the government, which they're going to lose. They're going to lose badly. They're going to lose badly. It's on film. She was given a lawful order. And she served in the military for 20 years. She was in the Air Force. A veteran. Air Force veteran. Retired. Served 20 years in the Air Force. Heard a lawful command. And she knows the lawful orders. If they tell you more than once, you're dead. And she jumped through that window anyway and caught a bullet for her trouble. That was her fault. They should be suing Trump. He instigated her. That's not how that sounds good, Drew. And I'll agree with you. Third parties ain't got no route to the White House. It's just a waste of a vote. There's no path to the White House. The only third party candidate that's worth a damn is Cornel West. But nobody can tell me what's on his platform at all. I know. We're in a system. We're in a bad system. We're in a two-party system, Drew. We're set up in a two-party system. And this two-party system, one of those parties is going to get to that White House. Nobody else. It's by design, dude. Me, if I had my choice about it, I would abolish the Electoral College. I would put the vote solely in the hands of the people. Whoever wins the popular vote wins the presidency. Just like every other fucking race in this country. I don't understand why in the fuck we got the Electoral College when every other elected position in this country solely relies on who wins the popular vote. Congress, Senate. And Jabeen, I'm with you. Like I said, I'm with you. But I understand reality. I understand the reality that we live in. The reality that we live in is either Kamala Harris or Trump going to be in that White House. And I'll be damned. I'll fight tooth and nail all the way up into the election to make sure that Donald Trump don't get nowhere near that White House again. I'll use my platform for some good. I done heard story after story after story. I done read on case file after case file of Donald Trump stiffing people that he hired to do work for him. Some of those stories broke my heart. That one that I played for y'all earlier, that was another one that broke my heart. This man settled for $1.5 million when he was owed $3.5. Paid all the people he needed to pay, sold all of his stuff, went home and blew his brains out. Because he was broken. See the guy that yeah. But look who's been running for third party. Jill Stein, a Russian fucking puppet who lied about why she was in Russia with Putin. They know exactly. Jill Stein is a piece of shit. John, you're right. The Electoral College and the filibuster. They both need to be scrapped and thrown the fuck away. The majority in Senate can't be a majority with a filibuster. It can't. Look what they did to Obama. We can do that, Drew. That's what people who are respectful. I get energy. I get the same energy I get. That's why if you heard me earlier, y'all was cussing out motherfuckers left and right. Because they come in here assuming that I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that. I'm none of that. I am a hardworking, tax-paying citizen in the middle class. And thanks be to God Almighty, I'm not struggling. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good for myself. 2 college degrees. I got a beautiful family. And I want to make sure that I want to make sure that the world that my kids live in is better than the world that I came from. If that makes sense to y'all. I'm a father. Hold on, I'm finna Google it right now. Hold on. Yeah, Joseph K., I agree with you. If they let her win this trial. No, I'm reading the filing for. They're trying to say that Ashley Babbitt was unarmed and she had her hands raised when she tried to climb through the window after she was given lawful commands to stop trying to climb through to get to the Senate chamber. I'll read you what I said. Lieutenant Byrd, who is the U.S. Capitol Police Commander, was the incident commander for the House on January 6, 2021. Shot Ashley as she raised herself up into the opening of the right door side light. Not one member of Congress was in the lobby, which was guarded by multiple armed police officers. Additional armed police officers were in the hallway outside the lobby or in the adjoining stairway. Ashley could not even be seen by Lieutenant Byrne, who was positioned far to Ashley's left on the opposite side of the doors near an opening to the retiring room, a distance of approximately 15 feet of the angle, approximately 160 degrees. Sergeant Timothy Lively, one of the armed officers guarding the lobby doors from the hallway, later told officials investigating the shooting, "I saw him. There is no way that woman would have seen that." Lieutenant Byrd, who was not in uniform did not identify himself as a police officer or otherwise make his presence known to Ashley. Lieutenant Byrd did not give Ashley any warnings or commands before shooting her dead. Dude, you're in the middle of a riot. Yeah, there's a video. I don't need a Renee. They're trying to make this woman a martyr. Y'all was in a commission of a crime. Anything that you do in the commission of a crime, you are responsible for. That's like you breaking into the store. He don't have to give you a lawful command. Like if someone tries to break in your house, you don't have to tell them to freeze before you pull your firearm and shoot them. Like it's some castle doctrine. It's pretty much essentially like castle doctrine. If somebody breaks into my house, I got the right to defend my house. Just like they're in the state of DC. There is a congressional meeting going on where they're certifying an election. That's an official act. She was a fucking criminal. I don't get what people... She's no martyr. It wasn't like she was... It wasn't like she was a Trayvon Martin. It wasn't like she was an Alton Sterling. It wasn't like she was a damn Eric Garner or Terrence Crutcher. It wasn't no case like that. Where they minding their business. Oh, this wasn't no Ahmaud Arbery case. That's what they trying to make it sound like. It was an Ahmaud Arbery case. Somebody hunted her down and shot her down. No. You was in the Capitol trying to stop an official proceeding. You've been warned. You already knew what you was going to get yourself into running into the Capitol building. Y'all already assaulted all officers outside to get inside the Capitol in the first place. Sheesh. Why they trying to make this woman sound like a martyr is beyond me. I know why. Y'all know why? But Tim Scott said there's no racism in America. She ain't no damn martyr. She's far from a martyr. She's far from that. She took her behind up there and knew damn well what she was getting herself into. And she got exactly what she was looking for. She got exactly what she was looking for. Exactly. She got exactly what she was looking for. Angel Bean, salute to you. Thank you. No, Drew. She broke the law. When you break the law, you deal with the consequences, even if it costs your life. She wasn't no innocent bystander. She tried to jump through the window with a gun after somebody already announced, there's a gun, there's a gun, there's a gun. She still jumped through the window anyway. So you have no you have no ground. You have no grounds to stand on. This case is going to get thrown out. It's going to get thrown out. It's going to get thrown out. Oh, he couldn't see her hands. This wasn't like it was some political visit that they were doing. She still tried to climb through the window. Yeah, I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear it. Hold on. Let me back it up, son. Let me back it up. Because you can see them kicking the window. Them kicking the window. There's a gun. There's a gun. There's a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. And she's still trying to jump through the window. He's got the gun pointed at the window. Still shot her. Still try to jump through the window. After the fact that this man still said, thank you again, Andrew Bean. This woman still jumped through the window. No, I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you, Drew. I'm just saying, I'm talking about the court case itself. That docket I just read you. Yeah, the dude that fell off the wall. That was funny. I'm still puzzled at how they trying to make this sound like this is a good lawsuit. They're trying to say it's lawless death. She broke the law. Yeah, that's why they can't bring charges against that dude, John Bird. Well, Bird. They can't bring charges against that guy because they already did an investigation and deemed that he was doing his lawful duty. He was fulfilling his duty. That was plenty. They all went up there because of Trump's lie. That's the sad part about all this. I think that's the whole part that's being missed in all this. They all went up there because Trump lied. This man lied. The man lied. He lied. He lied.
Florida, we have it handled. We got approved for the individual citizens, things we've wanted. We have what we need. Now,
Trump said they ain't do that. Biden and Kamala Harris didn't do nothing.
Additional things that we'll ask for in the future. Right. It depends on how things shake out. But I think most of the effort should be in Western North Carolina right now.
So I just spoke. The president just called me yesterday
Governor
afternoon.
Kent.
I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that. But
incredibly appreciative of the rapid response and cooperation from the federal team at FEMA. I've been on the phone over the weekends with the senior administrator. The team has been deployed. We had our declaration of emergency processed expedited way over the weekend and was finalized yesterday.
Well, there goes that lie. Drew, what are you talking about? Nobody's arguing with you. Nobody. Here's Kamala Harris talking to FEMA.
That you all are doing, and it is so critically important. The people on the ground right now, you know, we know that communications are still down for so many people, which means that they don't know necessarily what is being done right now by all of you to help them. But I know,
Tissues for MAGA.
based
I'm
on
telling
what
you.
you all historically have done, that the folks on the ground who have been impacted, I'm sure, have faith that you all are here right now, as you are, and that they know in their hearts that you all are working around the clock as you've been. And I know
Ain't nobody attacking them. Nobody. Not one soul. Yeah. Kemp said Trump was lying. Lying his ass off when he made that damn thing full of bricks and all that. They done went on with their fake outrage on Twitter. Oh, they spent all that. They want to blame everything on immigrants. Everything on immigrants. They want to blame everything on immigrants. I have a question for y'all. Yeah, electoral college must be destroyed. I have a question. Yeah, I have a question. I really do. We got a question. Why are Republicans right now on Twitter bitching about FEMA? And they voted to get rid of FEMA. Republicans. 24 of them. Rick Scott from Florida being one of them. Yeah, Andrew Bean. Salute to you. I'm only trying to do the good work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do, like John Lewis said, make some good trouble. Because you have people who are stupid and brain dead to try to make up any excuse to protect Trump. No accountability whatsoever. None. Zero. There's no accountability. There is no kind of stop buffer or nothing. I'm going to tell y'all something. Did y'all notice the most important question that was asked last night? Do y'all know what the most important question was last night to me? And I'll tell y'all. I'll tell y'all the most important question was to me. When Governor Tim Walz looked at J.D. Vance and asked him, who's going to be the stopgap this time if Trump doesn't accept the results of the election? And J.D. Vance ran with all that mascara running down his face away from that question. That ought to told y'all everything y'all need to know as to why J.D. Vance is the vice presidential candidate on this ticket. Is he a good senator? Fuck no. Is he a good politician? Fuck Fuck no. He's weird as fuck. He can talk smooth, but he lies through his teeth. Just like he said Trump was America's Hitler. He lied through his teeth again. There's videos of a debate he did when he was running for senator. He tried to deny it then. He just started kissing Trump's ass. Wow. Jack Smith. Thank the world for people like Jack Smith. Jack Smith pulled he pulled the same thing James Comey did in 2016. The only difference is he has substance. James Comey didn't have shit but a political hit job. Jack Smith has got a plethora of videos that he's going to play. Joe Walsh tweeted 2 hours ago. He said the evidence of the crimes Trump committed trying to overthrow the election as outlined in Jack Smith's filings didn't come from Democrats. The evidence came from Republicans, came from people who worked for Trump, and came from Trump loyalists. Don't forget that. I want y'all not to forget that either. Sheesh. Damn. Y'all want to know something wild? All the redacted names got dropped on Twitter. Ooh. I'm going to give y'all an example. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? P15. Who was that? The assistant director, Nicholas Luna. Nick Luna is P15. And on the document, it says that at one point, long after the defendant had begun spreading false fraud claims, Nick Luna, a White House staffer traveling with the defendant, overheard him telling family members, "It doesn't matter if you won or lost the election, you still have to fight like hell." Whoo, shit. What I want to know is, I want to know who those attorneys was. That's what I want to know, and I'm fixing to see. God dang it. I'm trying to see. P9. Let's see. P9. Who is P9? P9 is Greg Jacob, White House lawyer. So, Greg Jacob, relationship with the defendant began before Greg worked for him in the White House. Greg had known P13, which is Jared Kushner. He had known Jared Kushner and met Ivanka, which is P14. Well, I'll be damned. Greg was one of several attorneys who represented the defendant in the first impeachment hearing trial in the Senate in 2019 and 2020, including presenting the argument on the Senate floor on January 27, 2020. This makes sense. Co-conspirator 1, P10, CC1. Who is CC1? Hold on. CC1 is Rudy Giuliani. Hey, Shia, how you doing? Let's see. CC1, you are to report to Rudy Giuliani when Christina Bob asks if when Christina Bob asks if Bill Stipend, the campaign manager, had made a recommendation directly that if Rudy Giuliani was not in charge, this thing is over. Trump is in the end. Trump is in to an end. The next day, consistent with Steve Bannon's description, the defendant announced his staff changed by tweet, writing, "I look forward to Rudy Giuliani spearheading the legal effort to defend our right to a free and fair elections." Rudy Giuliani, Joseph DeGeneva, Victoria Toensing, and Sidney Powell, who sang like a bird. And P12 is Jenna Ellis, who also sang like a bird. A great team added to our wonderful lawyers and representatives. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Shia, don't you look at Trump in a whole different light now that you read The Lucky Loser and read how Trump fumbled so much fucking money, but he always got a lucky way out, seemingly? See, I can have a decent conversation with y'all. We can talk. We can get some things straight in here. Wow. I want to read further down, though. I want to read some more stuff. I want to find some more stuff. November 23rd phone call in which defendant told Pence that the defendant's private attorney, P76. Let's see, I gotta go to the other page. P76, which is Sidney Powell. Sidney Powell was not optimistic about the election challenges. Sheesh. But the defendant disregarded P9. Who was P9? Greg Jacob. He disregarded Greg Jacob and Pence in the same way that he disregarded dozens of court decisions that unanimously rejected his and his allies' legal claims, and that he disregarded officials in the targeted states, including those in his own party, who stated publicly that he had lost and that his specific fraud allegations were false, including Mitch McConnell. Election officials, for instance, issued press releases and other public statements to combat the disinformation that the defendant and allies were spreading. At one point, after the defendant began spreading false fraud claims. Oh yeah, I already read that part. I want to get down to some meat and potatoes. The defendant and Rudy Giuliani continue to try to influence the P16. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey. So, received the call, Doug Ducey, on November 22nd, the same day that the defendant and Rudy Giuliani reached out to Arizona Speaker of the House, as described below. On November 30th, the day that Ducey signed the Arizona Certificate of Ascertainment formally declaring Biden's electors as the legitimate electors of Arizona. Ducey received a call from the defendant and Pence. Ducey advised them that Arizona had certified the election. When the defendant brought up the fraud claims, Ducey, eager to see evidence, asked again. The defendant provided, but the defendant never did. Instead, later that evening and into the following morning, the defendant repeatedly publicly attacked Greg Ducey, as well as Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, on Twitter, retweeting posts by others such as, "Who needs Democrats when you have Republicans like Brian Kemp and Greg Ducey?" Watching the Arizona hearings, then watch Governor Brian Kemp sign those papers. Why bother voting for Republicans if you if what you get is Brian Kemp and Greg Ducey? Brian Kemp. Let's see. Make sure I'm saying it right. Yep, Brian Kemp. My state ran the most corrupt election in American history. Greg Ducey, hold my beer. Why is Greg Ducey still pretending he's a member of the Republican Party after he's just certified a fraudulent election results in Arizona that disenfranchised millions of Republicans? Oh, man. Bro, when I say Jack Smith has got this shit nailed. I'm talking about everywhere. They even brought up when Rudy Giuliani went to that damn Four Seasons little construction area in Arizona. Y'all remember that? When his damn toupee damn paint was drawn down his face because it was so hot outside. Wow. Let's see. Dude's P18. P18 is Rusty Bowers, the Arizona House Speaker. Rusty Bowers released a public statement in which he explained that he did not have the authority to use the legislature to reverse the results of the election, and in doing so would constitute an attempt to nullify the people's vote based on the unsupported theories of fraud. He made it clear that he was disappointed with the legitimate election results because he voted for President Trump and worked hard to re-elect him, but would not violate current law to change the outcome of a certified election. On Twitter, who's P19 again? Liz Harrington, campaign staffer who worked with Christina Bobb, attacked Rusty Bowers for his statement, writing that Rusty Bowers is intentionally misleading the people of Arizona to avoid the inevitable. The defendant retweeted, let's see, 19. Liz Harrington. The defendant retweeted Liz Harrington's false post and praised her. Donald Trump went through all these states trying to get them to change the results of the election. In Arizona, in Georgia, Wisconsin, oh, and he brought up that phone call between him and the Attorney General in Georgia too. Y'all, this I can't wait to study this. This is gonna be fun. Rudy Giuliani's going to jail. He already been disbarred. He going to jail. It wouldn't surprise me he ended up locked up in jail, dog. Trump tried to go out his way. Oh, wow. Wow. Man, the level of freaking, the attention to detail. I just want to find 11,780 votes. Y'all. That's where he started that 5,000 dead votes in Georgia lie. Sheesh. Donald Trump is done for, man. He's got to be the dumbest criminal in all of the history of America, dog. See, what he thought he was just going to get away with the fact that the Supreme Court, which he put most of those people in office, so he can basically run amok and do what he wants, basically, because they're going to bail him out. Like, he literally went out of his way in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin. He went out of his way to try to overturn the election. Then he went against the voting machines. Now, Fox News went after the voting machines and got a $787 million fucking bill they had to pay because of Donald Trump's lies. Dobbs said she was going to file her lawsuit in Georgia. Oh, my God. Yo. This happened between November and January 6th. Well, this October and January 6th. Between October, like November, Trump really got busy. He got really, really busy in November. November of 2020. Trump got really busy. That's when he started going after, like in December, he went after the I wonder, do they had any conversations on tape? That's what I want to know. I want to know what does he got on file? That's what I want to know, dog. I want to know what Jack Smith actually. And I know he's got a shit ton of evidence. I know he's got a shit ton of evidence because this shit got to go to discovery. Ooh, I want to read that. What was the name of that book? The Massacre? I'm going to see if I can find it on Amazon. The Conestoga Indian women and children. 56 vigilantes. Well, December 14th, 1763, 56 vigilantes brutally murdered and mutilated 6 Conestoga Indian women and children. The mob, known as the Paxton Boys, rode through a small village in Turkey Hill, intending to murder all 20 residents. Ooh. Oh, boy. Wow. Hey, Drew, salute to you, man. Salute to you. I'll be back. Hey, I'm about to get off here, too. I've been on here for 150 minutes. That's well above my time. I try to keep it below 2 hours, at least. But yeah, salute to everybody in the chat, super chat, everybody who smashed the like button. I salute every last one of y'all. Now I'm going to go read Jack Smith's filing and do a video about it, probably tomorrow. Y'all have a good one, all right? Salute.